All right, wake up. Wake up. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Huh? We got a busy day. We got 3 games today. Football starts tomorrow. Basketball finals started last night. And it's 24 degrees and cloudy outside. One of those things is true. One of them is true. That you can guess which one. I accidentally left the heater on in this room last night, so now I got the window open because I like to waste electricity. It's only cracked a little bit. I accidentally left it on. So I came in here this morning, and it would have been great if I wanted to do the show in a sauna. So it is what it is. How's everybody doing, huh? We got one more day without hockey, and then there's basically hockey every day after that until the Panthers raise the cup again. Game 7 will break Edmonton's heart once again. Edmonton will have a 4-0 lead going into the third period of Game 7, at which point we will come back and win in regulation, sending the entire nation of Canada into convulsions. All right, good morning. Who's here? Hey, Jameson. JC, it's snowing there in Texas? Holy crap. We're supposed to get maybe an inch or two over the next couple of days, right? No big deal. It's just cold, man. It's just cold. You warm the house up to 65, you turn off the heat, 45 minutes later, it's already 60 damn degrees back in the house. No wonder I ran out of gas, right? But next week, we're supposed to get some temperatures in the mid-50s. So once we get 2 weeks of temperatures in the mid-50s, I can start the fishing channel back up again, and that'll really get my girlfriend's ire up. What? What do you mean another channel? JC says, I'm over it. I'm over the cold. Do I ever miss Florida? And it's one season. Yeah, the seasons are nice. The seasons are nice. Okay. In August, I start texting my parents or my friends, really, because my parents are old. They like the hot weather. But I start texting my brother and my daughter in the late August when it's, high of 77, low of 62 here. And they'll be like, yeah, talk to me in March. Talk to me in March when they're 82 and we're still, 42 half the month. So it'll be all right. So which one of you is going to be the one that flies over to Boston and takes out Sanderson? Which, by the way, in fact, I'm gonna show something. I'm gonna try to share the screen here and show something. So bear with me. Yeah, Grossi and Perna were just streaming without their shirts on. Yeah, what are they up to? Last I saw, there were over 300,000. So I'm going to go to Twitter, and I'm going to try to, if my internet will let me do this, show you the video of Kachuk at practice this morning. And come on, where's my profile? Go to my page. Go to my page. I'm going to show you, where is it? Here we go. Yeah, hold on. Let me share the page. Now this is Kachuk at practice this morning. I'll let you guys be the judge of whether or not this looks normal or if he's just getting on the ice and testing something, or if you see, that's not what I wanted. Jeez, that was the wrong page. Let's try this again. Okay, there we go. Okay, so I'm going to blow this up, and you tell me what you see here. I just don't look right to me, man. I mean, And then as he turns, he lifts that leg and gives a little bit of a grimace. I mean, I'm not so sure. Is it just me? You think he looked happy here? I don't know, man. Let me see. You think he looks happy here, huh? I think he lets out a grimace. I don't know. JC says, I'm not worried about the leg. The shot was forced, so he's hurt. I don't know. I'll stop sharing it for now. I saw that. I says just mind games to fool Canada. Craig says nope, he's gimpy. That was my interpretation, Craig. Was that he looks a little gamey, a little gimpy, right? So, right, Jameson says he looks like he's laboring a little bit. So, Flo, you just got a job at the practice facility. All right. JC says he's shoveling the shot. There's no snap in the shot. Right. Yeah, it wasn't encouraging. My concern is obviously him playing tomorrow, right? I mean, the dude played game 4 with a broken sternum. Let's not pretend like because he's on the ice it means he's not hurt, right? I says I can fix him. Yeah, I'm sure if I called the team that I'm sure if I called the team up and be like, hey, so I'm the dude that plays with the puppets. Can I come massage Chucky's leg? I'm sure they'll let me right in. I don't see what the problem is. I'm sure I'll just get VIP access the rest of the way. Greg says he may be out and they get Hughes in. Yeah, somebody on Twitter said Hughes is going to play forward. Now, Brady didn't practice. Brady didn't come out at all. So, but I wonder if that means Brady knows he's good to go and Chucky's really just testing it. That didn't look like happiness and puppy dogs to me. So Jameson says Quinn Hughes is super bad at hockey. You don't want him on your team. No. That would be a mistake. I see you, Jameson, right? Would be an awful mistake. Well, just hopefully he doesn't make it worse, but then what the hell is it? And is he going to, how much time is he going to miss when he comes back to the Panthers? They're going to be smart, right? They're just going to put him on LTIR until the playoffs start, right? So we can afford a replacement, right? I mean, that seems to me to be the most logical thing to do. We can hold serve without Tkachuk for the rest of the regular season. That gives us the money to go get somebody. And then when Chucky comes back, he's rested, right? He's at least one guy that instead of having beat himself up over the course of the years, he will have taken some time off. Yeah, the old Vegas special, right? JC says the entire USA junior team should come out to drop the puck. Yeah, Quinn Suggs signed with the Cats to save him. I agree, Jameson. I agree about, look, Jameson, since Hughes is so bad, we'll give you Ekblad for Hughes. Straight up. We won't even make you include anything else. Who says no? Donna says, shame what happened to Charlie. Seems like it'll be a long-term kind of injury. And you already got Theodore. Now you got McAvoy. And if Tkachuk and or Brady miss significant time, the league is going to have second thoughts about doing this again. right? The league is going to think about that. Right. Savash says, what do I think about moving Mikola up to get a first pair and get a second new pair? I would do that. If Ekblad is gone, I wouldn't have a problem doing that at all. You know? Yeah. I mean, for the regular season, I mean, who knows what's going to happen with Kulikov, right? I'm sure he's year to year. But yeah, just go get two more guys that are they don't have to be top pair guys, or remake that second pair. I got no problem with that. Mikkola, Mikkola's a good defenseman. Mikkola Forsling would leave Forsling open to be a little bit more offensive too, right? Or Kulikov. Definitely would do it with Mikkola, right? With Kulikov, I don't know that I would want to depend on him at the start of the season to be on the top line, simply because I think he's 34 now. So I'd be 35. Like, at some point there will be a decline in his ability, right? But you don't know when that's going to be until really the start of a season. Jameson says we have to take either Carson Sosi or Tyler Myers and you have a deal. Oh, why do I feel like that's a trap? Matthew says, why don't you do shows interviewing old players? Easy way to get great content. Well, there's two reasons for that, Matthew. Number one, a lot of the guys don't want to talk to people that aren't credentialed. It's not real easy to get a hold of those guys. And to be honest with you, to be like really blatantly honest, I like doing it. I love talking to those guys. It's fantastic. But the idea that it somehow grows the channel, actually, the people that like the channel enjoy it. They do very much. But YouTube doesn't give me it. It doesn't YouTube doesn't spread those videos any more than any of the other videos. It did not do anything really in terms of finding new viewers. That's not the fault of the guest or anything other than it's just the way that YouTube algorithm works. You would think your logic is sound. You would think that's the way it would work. But for YouTube, there's not a lot of logic involved. JC says, rumor floating around that the Cats are looking at Erik Karlsson. There's interest if Penn's retains salary. I mean, if you're going to put him on the bottom pair, right, where are you going to put him? You're going to put him next to Mikkola? Fashi says, no, thank you. Right. SoFlo says, I'd rather have the All-Star game than Four Nations simply due to the selfish fact that I don't want you want our guys to have a break. I know. I agree with you 100% there, SoFlo. The only thing that we can hope is that the plan has been to give these guys some rest when they come back. Right? That would be the hope, that they've already thought about it, and that, especially the guys that are going to play tomorrow, Tkachuk, Bennett, Reinhart, that at least give them a week off. And with Tkachuk, it looks like it might be more. James says, any update on Mackey? He's been practicing with the no contact jersey? Huh. He had gotten hurt right beforehand, right? And they felt like he was going to be ready. I hadn't heard anything different. But maybe they just want to get him on the ice first and not, let him test it out physically before he takes any hits. So, Boulevard, thank you for bringing that up. You said the Dolphins could do the funniest thing ever and trade Tyreek to the Bills and watch them still not make a Super Bowl. So, real quick, I wanted to mention something here. I know it's the hockey channel, so I'll make it quick. We're bringing the football channel back. So, but the good news is that I don't have to do it all myself, finally. So, at least once a week, starting tomorrow, at least once a week and more, if it goes well for him, Kyle is going to be starting to do live streams for the football channel. I think tomorrow's is going to be at 4:00. So I just wanted to give everybody a little bit of heads up. We are bringing that channel back. I just wasn't ready to do it when everything, with the way my summer went. I just did not have the energy to do both hockey and football, and so I had to make that choice. But we're good now. Obviously I'm better now. Everything is fine, and so the football channel is coming back. So we're going to try to get things rolling over the summer so that we're in the algorithm a little bit when football begins. So tomorrow at 4:00, he'll be live over on the football channel, and then we'll go from there. It's not going to be just Dolphins. We'll still do the Dolphin streams and the Dolphin recaps, but it's going to be more of a well-rounded NFL channel and try to get that channel rolling a little bit. Because I'm still $500 to $1,000 a month short, so somewhere that money has to come from. So that's what we're going to try to do. How will this affect Kyle's long-delayed baseball channel? It might put it on ice. It might put it completely frozen. Surprise, says, do I think we'll rest Bennett, Kachuk, and Reinhardt? I think Kachuk's going to have to rest. He's hurt. We watched video of him earlier. I found some video of him coming out on the ice today at practice. Is something not right? He's hurt. So whether or not he gets out on the ice tomorrow, he's going to force himself out there. But past that, he's going to have some time. He's going to have some time to heal, I would assume. Now, Bennett and Reinhardt, I would like to, right? That's a lot of guys to have out at once. I guess if you were missing Bennett, Kachuk, and Reinhardt, right? So then you're going to go Barkov. Let's see. Barkov with Verhaeghe and Rodriguez. Okay. Barkov, Verhaeghe, Rodriguez. Then you've got to go Lundell, Samiskevich, Luosterainen, Lundell, Boquist, Luosterainen. No, you can't have Boquist. Boquist has got to be 3C. That's a lot. So you'd have to go Barkov, Lundell, Boquist. And then you'd be bringing someone up. You'd obviously be bringing someone up from the AHL, right? Maybe Giles. Yeah, Shafashi just I was saying it as I saw your comments. Shafashi said, bring up Giles. Yeah. I think that would be the move, right? Because at that point, if you're going to be missing all three guys, you're certainly going to need Rodriguez in the top 6, and you might need Greer on the third line. That's a lot of guys. So Barkov, Rodriguez, Verhaeghe, we're good. Lundell, Samiskevich, not sure. And then Boquist with Luosterainen and maybe Greer. And then Nosek with Gadjevich and Giles. Who am I missing? Well, we still need somebody on the second line next to Lundell and Samoskevich. SoFlo says Kachuk is low-key injury prone. It's because he plays like a maniac, but isn't that big comparatively. Like Brady is a maniac, but he's just an absolute unit. When he fought Bennett, he towered over him. Yeah, Brady's a big dude. I still feel like Kachuk got hurt in that fight. I feel like that's what happened. So could we be – I think we could do it out 2 at a time. Honestly, I kind of feel like Reinhart would probably not get the time off. And, Bennett didn't play the first game, and it all depends on what happens tomorrow night, right? I says Chucky got hurt defending America. That's one way to put it. Yeah, you would. But Chucky, I think the smart thing with him, I think he may be out more than just a couple of games. There's absolutely got to be no reason why he's back out there for the Panthers until he's 100% and healed and rested and ready. Throw his ass on LTIR and just go get somebody. That's another way that we can solve that problem. It's just Chucky. What is it? A groin? You're done. You're done into the playoffs. If that's what it is, if it's a groin, you're done until the playoffs, and then you just replace them. You just go get somebody because now you've got all that cap space. Strashi said, would I call up St. Martin? I guess if they're not going to do what I just suggested, right? If they're not going to put them on LTIR, then you're going to have to bring up some kids because we literally don't have anybody else, right? Strashi says, then bring Tarasenko if we have to. That's one way. That's one way. I mean, it would definitely force Zito's hand, right? The question really is the assets. What do we give up? That's really more of the question. But if it's a groin, man, just sit him down. Just you're done. You're done until the playoffs. I don't want to hear it. That would be the smartest thing because it solves 2 problems. Meadow says call up Tippett. Hey, which by the way, did anybody see this? At the very beginning, I think this was on the very first game. ESPN put up a graphic, and it was like the quickest bursts. It was like by miles per hour, guys that had the quickest burst of speed, something to that effect. And I'm not lying, Tippett was like 3rd or 4th on the list. I don't remember what graphic it was, but because they were giving McDavid his flowers. And I can't remember what the exact stat was. It was like the quickest burst or something to that effect. And Tippett was like 3rd or 4th. I almost threw my glass at the TV. That's okay. Mackey's faster. Yeah, SoFlo says Chucky's heart is just tougher than his body sometimes. Yeah, dude. I mean, he played game 4 with a broken sternum. And then the plan was, let's get some rest and be back for game 7. I mean, I literally read that. That was the plan. What? Rest? You got a broken sternum. What are you going to do? What are you going to do if you take a week off with a broken sternum? The dude's nuts. SoFlo says, I agree with Kachuk on LTIR. It's about time we benefited from that loophole. We already know we already know he won't need a few games to get back up to speed. He'll be ready to go as soon as RG. Yeah. Yeah, just let him sit. Boy, and it'll piss him off. And we'll get pissed off, rested, healthy Chucky for game 1 in the playoffs. I'm just saying. This could be, and we get to replace him for whatever we can afford to, whatever our assets will get us. Metal says orange is the fast color. Jameson says, I saw that. I think it was top speed for players this season so far. Yeah, I didn't expect to see it. He's a big dude to be fast like that. Boy, I guess Dale Talon didn't really completely suck at drafting, huh? But, it was fun for those 6 games of Claude Drew. No, wait, 10. Well, we had him in the regular season too. Don't get me started. Orange is a fast color. I like that, Metal. Metal, that would be a good T-shirt. You put if Tippett was like a well-known player, you could put his face on a shirt and say orange is a fast color. But probably only like 6 people would know who the hell you're talking about. So, scientist says bring Okposo back from retirement. He was retired last year. He did the best he could. Never did get that goal though, did he? So, yeah, we'll just have to see how it goes tomorrow night. They're gonna have to make some adjustments. The United States is going to have to make some adjustments to the style that they're playing, because not just Kachukker's brothers, but now, and this was a question I was asking on the podcast, the members only podcast. It's coming out later, but is there anybody that the United States has on defense that can do what McAvoy was doing, plastering McDavid into the wall every time he tries to go around him? Is there anybody we have that could fill that role? Because you kind of don't want to go changing strategies so late. Yeah, McAvoy is a big loss. Yeah, that he took care of business there, and especially if the Kachuckers are hurt and not really able to go out there laying hits. We're going to have to figure out a way. And I tell you what, with all these injuries and everything else, the dude that has the opportunity now to prove he's championship material is Hellebuck. Right? The dude he's going to have a real opportunity to prove that he's a Vasilevsky, Bobrovsky type of dude. Hellebuck is going to have his opportunity now. Metal says Okposo watch the videos and make sure he would never score, right? SoFlo says we're the only cup winners in the past 5 years that wasn't over the salary cap because we didn't use the LTIR. That's a really good point. Yeah, I hadn't thought about it that way, but that's a good point. Fashi says, what do you think we'd have to give up for a guy like Tarasenko or Donato? I know. What did we give up for Tarasenko last year? What did we give up for Tarasenko last year? Let's look that up. I don't remember. Panthers trade for Tarasenko. It actually took it. We gave up a 24 fourth round pick, a conditional 24 fourth round pick, and a 25 third round pick, and the Senators retained half of his salary. So we gave up a conditional fourth and a third, right? So he's not worth more now, right? So that would mean we would have given up 2 fourths, a third, and a fifth for the same guy. Oh boy. Ottawa didn't get it. Ottawa, that's a good deal for a rental. That's a pretty good deal for a rental. SoFlo says Hellebuck and Matthews need to step up in the bright lights tomorrow. Yeah. I mean, obviously, Chucky's hurt. If you saw what I posted to Twitter, he's not right. He might play, but I talked about this in yesterday's podcast. I mean, we all saw Chucky go out there. Remember, Chucky's on the ice. Game 4 against Vegas. Chucky's on the ice. He's warming up. It's like, all right, he's okay, right? And then you see him, and he's got one arm. Like he may as well have had the other arm in a sling. Let's be honest. He may as well have had the other arm in a sling and just used it to hold on, right? Yeah, Strafashi Matthews is banged up too, right? Right. So Hellebuck is rested. He's fresh. If Canada can't score, they can't win. Soflo says, if Hellebuck shows up tomorrow and USA wins, I'm immediately putting a Stanley Cup future. Holy shit. Oh, I got a bird in the room. Hold on. I got a bird in the room. I was wondering what the hell I just saw. All right. Timeout. I got a bird in the room with me. Well, how did you get in here, buddy? All right. Where are you? Where are you? On the floor over here? Where'd you go? I bet you flew in this window that I got cracked open. Hold on. I'm going to see if I can get him out. I got to open up this window. Hold on. You can go right out this way, dude. Let's see if he goes out. Where'd you go? I got a broom. He's probably under the desk. Did you already go out? Anybody see a bird fly by? Where the hell? He must have already flew out. Where'd you go, little buddy? Hold on. I'm still here. I think he might have flown out. Let me look under the desk. Hold on. I got to look under the desk. He's not there. I'm going to get cold in here now. He couldn't have flown. Could he have gotten under the thing? No, he could get behind the desk. I wonder if he got out underneath this door. Huh. All right, well, I don't think he's in the room anymore. We'll find out. All right, I'm coming back. Let me put this back together again. Hold on. What did I do with this? I'm coming back. Just got to put the curtain back up. Okay. All right. Okay. Mutual of Maryland's wild jaws them. Have you ever heard about the bird? All right. Well, so I'm sitting here and I seen this thing crawl along the floor in front of me. And I thought, oh, crap, I got a mouse in here. And then it wasn't a mouse. It was a bird. Hopefully he didn't shit all over my hats. Doesn't look like it. I just had this window cracked because I left the heater on, like I said, overnight. So he must have flown in and I didn't even see him. And I think he flew back out. It's either that or he could get underneath the door that's there. But I don't see him now. So I guess we'll find out if he all of a sudden flies up in my face. You never know what you're going to get. We've got some place in the house where the birds are getting in. We can't find where it is. There was about a 2-week period when it first got cold, like every day, like 4 or 5 times a day, just these little finches, these little teeny tiny finches. And, the windows are sealed. I looked to see if they were coming in through the pellet stove that we're not using. It's not there. So there's one opening in the outside porch that they could be getting in there and then getting into the attic and then coming out through some of the open space in the basement. But then we keep finding them upstairs, so we don't know. We have no idea where they're coming from. Flying Fluffy Bird Watchers. So, all right, that was our excitement for today. I don't see him. That's my concern is he's going to fly right in front of me and make me flail my hands and I'm going to knock my water all over the place. All right. At least it wasn't a mouse. That would have been fun. If it was a mouse, I would have had to capture them. I would have taken the camera and tried to capture them on camera. All right, what the hell were we talking about? Throw them on the fourth line. Is it Chicken Chuck? Oh my God, yeah. So yeah, we were talking about Hellebug. Shavashi says I got a bad feeling about Hellebug. So Flo, you're talking about maybe putting Stanley Cup futures on the Jets. Is it Chicken Chuck? The Chicken Chuck puppet. In fact, hold on. Let me go get the Chicken Chuck puppet. Hold on a second. Let me go get it. All right. Now I still don't have a voice for him. I got one more night tonight. So I still got to have a voice for him. Oh man. Yeah, he must have been in here somewhere. How the hell did he do that? Oh, I got to wash the flag. I got a Panthers flag covering that window. You know, the one that I sold a million times. And on the other side, on the side of the, damn it, I'll just put a new one up. On the side of the flag that's facing the window, not facing out, the bird shit all over the flag. So who knows how long he's been in here? He's probably trapped in here. Do a chicken voice. I'll have to figure it out. I'll have to figure it out tonight. Let's see. Here we go. Oh my God! It comes with a tag that says, "I'm Cheeks." They named him Cheeks. Chucky Cheeks, Chucky Chicken Cheeks, Chucky Chicken Cheeks. All right, I'm not going to take the tag off. Let's see how it fits. Oh boy, it only, so I can't. All right, so yeah, it'll work. It'll work. There's not room for me to get my finger in his beak. Oh wait, there it is. Okay, yeah, no, there we go. Oh boy, it's like one finger. So he can barely open up his mouth. So it'll be, yeah, all right. He's beautiful. He's absolutely glorious. Yep. And look, that's kind of like Chucky's hair on the top here, right? Chucky does sometimes get that haircut where it's, a little poofy on the top. The bird might be trying to mate with it. Yeah. So I just got to cut off the tag. There's no hockey tonight, so I'll be able to. I'll get a voice for him tonight. Yeah, that's right. I need the hanging mouthpiece. Yeah, let me see if there's room. I got to get some hot glue. I don't think I have any hot glue. I got to get some glue because there's probably room like right in here. I grind, so I've got extra mouth guards. So that part I have. And we don't play till Saturday, right? So I've got time to put it together. And wouldn't that be something if, because you got to figure if Chucky's out, right? If Chucky's out, he may need rest. He may spend a little bit more time than normal, like perusing social media and YouTube. And wouldn't that just be the perfect timing for him to accidentally come across the channel and yeah, I'm just saying. Sometimes things coincidence. But yeah, I've got a mouth guard. I'd go in the morning when I go to the store tomorrow. I'll get some glue, some good glue, so that we can just glue it. I could actually kind of melt it. I wonder if I could melt it. I'll figure it out. Anyway, yeah, he'll have his mouth guard, and then I just got to figure out the voice. I'll work on that tonight. We'll have him something. We'll get him something good. Yeah, he's better looking than I thought. That little tuft of hair at the top. Hey, Boba. So, and then I just got to find a place to hang them. Right. I gotta get a puppet stand. Rearrange that area a little bit. I gotta get a puppet stand because I have the one that I hardly use, the Saucy Sloan one. Kenneth says Chucky and Bennett and Reinhardt refused to be on the same line for 3 weeks after the game on Thursday. Yeah, I wonder how that was or how that will be anyway. Like with Chucky, like instigating the fights and everything, they talked about it, right? But with like, how did the Brady and Bennett thing, sit with Chucky? How's that? I mean, they're buds, right? Chucky and Bennett are buds. So I wonder how much there was, I mean, there's Chucky rooting his brother on to beat the crap out of Bennett. It's a little awkward. I mean, like I'm sure Bennett saw the replay and saw Chucky banging the glass for his brother to beat the crap out of his line mate. It'd be a little bit awkward, right? A little bit awkward. Unless Chucky knows something about Bennett we don't know. Jeez. And anyway, in any hey, Rosado. Just in time, Rosado. How you doing, bud? Hey, Rosado. Real quick before you have your question, just letting you know, Rosado, the football channel is coming back. Kyle will be live on the football channel tomorrow at 4. Metal says, I'm not sure why Cooper put McDavid and Reinhardt together. I guess he thought they'd have offensive chemistry. Yeah, they have different chemistry, right? Well, yeah, and look, that's another problem for the United States. Reinhardt figured out, let me just be the assist merchant, and only took him a couple games to figure out that role. So, Rosado, for what? You mean, why is he going live? So that he starts to build the football channel. Got to get this straight. Where the hell's the knot? Okay. So he starts to build the football channel so that when the season starts, we're not starting from scratch all over again. But anyway, ask your question. Yeah, I guess maybe Cooper did it out of respect for Reinhardt Metal, right? I mean, when you go by number of goals scored. But McDavid ain't passing that puck to anybody. Least of all, Sam Reinhart, that's for sure. So, unfortunately, they figured that part out. And I do wonder if they're going to leave Matthew and Brady on the same line if they're both hurt, right? You have to wonder if they're going to leave them on the same line. Ghost Slayer, hey, he says, chiefing on the hubba bubba and watching. McDavid is McPuckhog. Yeah, but if you're going to be a puck hog, shoot and score. And that's definitely what McDavid's been doing, right? Does he have one in each game? I know he's got one against us and one in the game against Finland. Did he get one in each game? We're gonna have to figure out who's going to play the Charlie McAvoy role in that regard now, because that was a good way to handle him. Going to have to clog the middle, keep everything to the outside, and like we said, Hellebuck. Yeah, Jameson says you can tell how bad McDavid wants this, right? He says he did score, but the Reinhardt is Canada's highest goal scoring as of last year. Yeah, well, if you, I'm just curious if we're going to keep Matthew and Brady together, because if they're both hurt, is it better to have those guys on the same line together? Like, can Matthew at least battle for position in the front and try to get deflections and everything? Like, if it's a groin, I don't know, man. Kate says McDavid desperately trying to prove his Smythe was earned, not stolen. Yeah. I mean, he was going to get that whether they won or lost, right? They were just going to give him that award just because of his name recognition. And I get the Panthers, nobody really stole the show. When you lose 3 in a row like that. Oh, the bird is still in here. Shit. Hold on. Where did he just come from? You better not be shitting on my jerseys. Hold on. Come on, dude. Where'd you go this time? Damn it. The window is open. I expect you to fly out. I gave you... I think he was hiding in the jerseys. That's not good. That's not good. I'm going to go to put on these jerseys and I'm going to have shit on, right? Let me see. I don't see any yet. You better not. If you did, you better only shit on the Bruins jersey. Right? All right. It doesn't look like you did anything on the jerseys. Now, where the hell are you? What did I do with the broom? He's hiding over here somewhere. Go outside, you dummy. Where are you? Go. Is he hiding behind this? Oh, where are you going? How the hell are you getting around me? Damn it. You hiding in a hat? He ain't hiding there. Ah, dang it. Hold on. Let me try to... No, there's nowhere for him to be there. All right. So... that's where the jerseys are. There's the door. You come back around here, and then now I got that window completely open. It's 20 degrees. I got the window completely open. I can't figure out. He's hiding over there somewhere in that corner with the hat rack and that other flag, but he can't get under the desk there. He can get under my part of the desk, but he can't get under the other desk. All right, I'm going to try to just... Where did he go? Where are you hiding? Where are you hiding behind this poster? You would have think he would have... He's not there. I'm trying to see if he's behind here. He's not behind... He's not behind there. He's not behind the hat rack. There's nowhere for him to be. So how the hell is he getting... I wonder if there were 2 of them. Were there 2 of them and the other one just flew out too? Where the hell did he go? I'm going to mess with the jerseys again. He's not by the jerseys. Where are you, you dummy? Are you under the desk? It's not under the desk. I don't know where the hell he went. Is he between there? He's not between there. I'll be back in a second. I think there might have been two. That one looked a little bit bigger than the first one. How the hell are they getting in? I know why they're getting in, because it's so friggin' cold outside. Could he fit under this door? There might have been two in here, and they might have both snuck under the door, which means when I'm done with this stream, I'm going to go out there, and there's going to be two birds flying around the house. That's what I'm going to have, is two birds flying around the house. I think that was a different bird. He looked a little bit bigger. They're probably in here trying to nest. They were trying to nest in my jerseys. Damn it. Because both of them flew right to this corner where the hat rack and the door is and just disappeared. All right. So now, all right, I got my broom. Jameson. Play Freebird. That's perfect. That's perfect. Jaws found Kyle's lunch. Yeah, bird two, Jaws nothing. Exactly. All right, so I got my broom. I got the window wide open. Watch one fly in, right? I mean, it's 24 degrees outside. I got the window wide. I mean, it's just, you saw it. But there probably is enough room underneath that door where I think they just flew and just went under the door, which means they're probably flying around the house. That's fantastic. But that would mean there was two of them in here. But I don't see how the other one could have gotten pet. All right, so Kevin Weeks just tweeted that A group has expressed interest in bringing that A group has expressed interest in bringing an NHL team to New Orleans. That would be fun. Right? Yeah. What would we call them? What would you call them? I probably got two birds flying around the house. That's going to be fun. I think my bedroom door is closed, so that's okay. All right. Thank you again, Jameson. Yeah, I says I don't need another expansion draft. No joke, right? No joke about that. Oh, my God, especially the Panthers. Can you imagine having to go through another expansion draft? That means we would lose a guy. The grenades. Ethan says you could start a bird sanctuary. Yeah, Brady Tkachuk was not at practice. Yeah. No, at this rate, I don't know where they're getting in. They had to crawl out. They had to crawl underneath that door. They had to. There's no way they both got past me like that. But they didn't take a crap on the jerseys. That's the important part. Crapped all over that flag, though. All right. Anyway, so yeah, what would we name them? Metal says something pertaining to voodoo. Let's look that up. Let's see. Let's find some terms related to voodoo that would make good names. Let's see. Those aren't good. The New Orleans Jinx. The New Orleans Hex. The New Orleans Juju. Could call them that. The New Orleans Black Magic. Would that pass muster? The New Orleans curse. The New Orleans cult. Probably not. I says, how about the name I wanted for Vegas? The New Orleans Drunken Knights. Drunken Knights. Oh, what's the beads they put on? What's the beads? Do they have a name for those beads other than booby beads? Just call them the New Orleans booby beads. That should go over well. Oh, but the Jazz, there's already a Jazz, Rosado. There's already a Jazz. You got to think of an original name. Can't just, pick from the New Orleans Flashers. I like that, Eyes. That's not bad. Yeah. You can't just, Rosado, the Mardi Gras Maulers, snapping turtles. I like the Mardi Gras Maulers. Yeah. I know there's like two Jets, but they were the girls flash when the team scores. Craig says the Big Easy. I like Craig's. I like Eyes' ideas. Yeah. The New Orleans Flashers, and then the girls flash when the team scores. I'm all about that. Yeah, I like that. That's a good idea. That should bring in a new fan base. Or not. Oh, I'm gonna have to go bird hunting. I know they're in the house. They've got to be in the house somewhere. They've probably flown downstairs, which is generally where they go, either downstairs or in the kitchen. How two of them got in here, I don't know. Because I was in here yesterday, no birds. Right? Exactly, Eyes. Sex sells. Exactly. I like that. Although iDogs won the Mardi Gras Maulers, that's pretty good. Now, if they got a second team, though, if New Orleans got a team, we got to even it out, right? You got to have two teams at once at this point. You don't want to have one conference be odd and the other one even, right? You got to add another team. Now, New Orleans, I assume, would be. I mean, it wouldn't matter, but if they're going to play, Dallas is a Western Conference team, so you kind of figure New Orleans would be a Western Conference. Jeez, Rosado. So you'd have to have another Eastern Conference team. New Orleans Black Bears. Sean says, I come to check on Team USA and we're signing franchises in New Orleans. Team USA, Brady Tkachuk was not at practice. Matthew Tkachuk was at practice. He didn't look all that pleased. He looks hurt. And we've spent half the stream chasing birds around my room in here. But at this point, they got to be outside. They got to be in the house. Sean says, might as well bring back the Thrashers. Yeah. Although a better name. Need a better name. I don't know if we got room for more Southern hockey, though. Not talking New Orleans, I'm saying Atlanta. Plus, if they gave out two more franchises and none of them were in Canada, I think Canada might boycott their own sport. Right? It's getting cold in here now. As soon as I close that window, the birds start flying around. That's going to happen. What's my favorite halftime show, Rosado? Probably Prince. Back when they actually used to play like live music, or at least pretend to play live music, right? I didn't watch this year's. I saw it because I had it muted while I was streaming with y'all. And okay, right? Not much. I don't have much to say about that halftime show. Yeah, Prince MJ, Sean. Yeah. iDog says another franchise in Baltimore. Right. Well, I don't know. Because Capitals, Flyers, so close together. Trying to think. Pennsylvania's already got 2 teams, but there's a decent distance there. Trying to think if Baltimore could support a team. That could be kind of tough. I mean, because Philly and Pittsburgh, let me see. How far apart are Philadelphia and Pittsburgh? 304 miles. How far apart are Washington, D.C. and Baltimore? 40 miles. That would like having a team in Dade County and a team in Broward County. I don't think they're far enough apart to really support a whole nother team there in Baltimore. I says there's another report that the NHL is considering switching back the home jerseys to white and colored jerseys on the road. That would be interesting. Well, I can't wear the red one anyway. You guys know I can't wear the red one because every time we wear the red one, every time I wear the red one, we lose. Scientist says Rangers and Islanders, right? But the population, right? The population. That's the only thing. Is you've got a huge difference in the population. Can't tell if I just heard something in here or not. Now I'm gonna be like, where's the bird? I'm just gonna be like that all day. Pro Bowl says hope USA wins tomorrow night. Same here, brother. Soflo has the New Orleans Gators. That's not bad. That's not bad. There's no professional teams named Gators, right? It's just college. That's not bad, Soflo. Yeah. Yeah. If you wanted to add to it, you could call them Swamp Gators or something, but that's not bad. Alabama needs a pro team. Yeah. So you got, there's space there, sure. Sure. Now, would Alabama, their kind of football, is there going to be a hockey clientele there? Right? Can you imagine 2 new teams and it's New Orleans and Alabama and Canada gets shafted, gets shut out? Oh, you think they're going to be mad now, right? Are they I thought they were the Everblades or something like that, Eyes. Or is that something different? I thought it was Everblades or something. I think they've won a couple of times in a row, right? All right, let me close up this window and get moving here. Okay, that's closed. I don't see any birds flying around right now, so I think I'm gonna go out there to my rest of the house. They gotta be running around there. Used to be Everblades, Jake. Right. Pro Bowl, which player do I want to see play an amazing game tomorrow night? Hellebuck. We're going to need him. Chucky's hurt. Brady's hurt. Matthews is hurt. McAvoy's gone. We're going to need Hellebuck tomorrow night. That's where we're at. He certainly can't give up any weak goals. I don't know how we're going to adjust our game. We're not going to be able to be as physical and everything as we were in the last game. We are going to have to play exceptionally disciplined and structured. It's going to have to be a Panther game, right? It's going to have to be a Panther game tomorrow night where they're just, perfectly disciplined the whole time, which is hard to do. It's hard to do. And you talk about Canada having to, with all of the high-end talent that they have, Hellebuck's going to face shots. We're going to need a superhuman effort from Hellebuck for sure. Savannah Ghost Pirates is a great team name. That's pretty good. Yeah. Solo says start Mayweather. Yep, Kate says rooting for Canada by proxy, but hoping both teams give it their absolute best effort. Jake says it was weird because the Everblades ended the deal the Panthers had with them a week before they won the cup. Yeah, I remember something. I remember something about that. Yeah, start night. All right, that's going to do it for today. I got to go chase birds around my house. I'll make a post. If I catch them in the house, I'll make a post. They can't still be in here, right? They were trying to build a nest. They were trying to make babies and build a nest because they both came out of. They were hiding in between the jerseys. They were hiding in between the jerseys because that's where the second one came from. It's got to be two of them. It's got to be two. Hold on a second. Did the son of a bitch hide in here? No, did not hide in there. All right. Guess I'll go out to the room and find out. We'll find out. All right, everybody. Thank you for all the super chats. Appreciate all the support. I will be live tomorrow at noon. Kyle will be live on the football channel tomorrow at 4. Great White says is the ghost of Fluffy. He's letting him in the house is what he's doing. I got to find where they're coming in. We've never. Like if we would leave a door open every once in a while, one might fly in. But these two, if it's two, that's easily got to make 20 birds in the house since we came back on Christmas vacation. I wonder if they found a way in while we were gone because there was nobody here. I wonder if they found a way in while we were gone because there was nobody here. Because that's when it started, is when we got back. Huh. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do a house check and see what's going on there. So all right, everybody. Appreciate all the support. Members Podcast will be back up in about a half hour. And I shall see you mañana.